All right, here we go. We are on the back of a review trig worksheet today. So this is for numbers 13 through 24, okay? Do the problems just like I do this example, okay, are these two examples, and you'll be just fine. All right, so here's my handy dandy triangle maker right there. Here is some red ink. I'm going to call this X. On your worksheet, it says question mark. And let's say that this was 5 and that was 8. Now, the directions for 13 through 18, they just say, just set up the problem. Do not use a calculator. Do it just like I did in the video. Do not solve for the angle. Okay, so here we go. Here's what you need to talk about on these problems. Draw the arc, draw an arrow. That's the opposite. Across in the box is the hypotenuse. And then you're like, I remember that Toa. And so, yeah, everybody does. Here's sine, here's cosine, here's tangent. Okay? So sine, cosine, and tangent. So you look at that and you're like, hey, which one uses O and H? O and H. It's the only one that uses it is sine. So you would just say, and this is all you have to write on these 13 through 18, is sine x equals 5 over 8. That's it. Okay? I promise. You want to do another one? Why not? I wasn't planning on it, but why not? Okay, here's another triangle. This time, let's go crazy and call this one x up here. I know. It's okay. And let's do 7 and 11. All right, so here's the right angle. There we go. So you would draw an arc. Draw an arrow. That's the opposite, but there's nothing there. Oh, that's the hypotenuse, and there is something there. And that means that this is the ADJ. So you look at the 7 and the 11, that's adjacent and hypotenuse. Then you walk up here and you say, which one uses A and H? Hey, look at that. Cosine does. So then you would say cosine x equals AH. That just means A over H. So that would be 7/11. And for numbers 13 through 18, that's where you stop. You don't solve it. Okay? Next. Now for numbers 19 through 24, this is brand new. Okay? And so this is the part where, yes, you will need a calculator for this part that does sine, cosine, and tangent. Your cell phone calculator, if you turn your cell phone sideways, I think almost every major company nowadays has this programmed into their calculators that if you turn it sideways, it turns into a scientific calculator. Okay? So here's a triangle. Dang it. There. Ha! And the directions say, find the area of each figure. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. Use 1/2, so area equals 1/2 side times side. I didn't really plan that out. It's going to take up more room than that for me to write that. Times, and this is new, the sine of the angle. Okay? Use 1/2 side, 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 sine of the angle. All right. Remember that your calculator on your cell phone turns into a scientific one when you turn it sideways. So, number 19, it's 8, 145, and 4. Okay. So the area would be 1/2 8 is a side, 4 is a side, and then I'm going to do the sine of 145. Now, if you're using your cell phone calculator, getting out my cell phone calculator, hang on. By the way, we have a Roomba now at our house, one of those electronic vacuum cleaners, and it always gets stuck. I just got a message saying, your Roomba needs attention. Okay, so I turn my calculator sideways, and lo and behold, there it is, sine, cosine, and tangent. They're kind of down there. So for our calculators on our, we'll clear out first. This is how you're going to have to do it on your cell phone calculator. You're going to have to punch in 145 first and press the sine button. And then you get this super duper long decimal. Leave it in there. Then multiply it by 4. Then multiply it by 8. Then multiply it by 0.5. Okay? And so I got the area of that triangle, which is pretty cool. You don't have to do 1/2 base times height or anything like that. Is 9.2 squared yards. Okay, yards squared. So let's do it again. Here's what I put in my calculator. I did 145, then I pressed the sine button, then I multiplied it by 4, then I multiplied it by 8, then I multiplied it by 0.5. Okay? And that's where I got 9.2. I'll even do it one more time just to make sure that my calculator didn't mess up. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll actually do it on my pink calculator just to double check, just to make sure that it's all good. Okay? Hang on. Oh my gosh, I got 9.2 on the pink calculator. Okay, so it's all good. Now, I'm going to do number 20, but I want you guys to do it also. So I really want you to try this one because you're going to have to do 21 through 24 on your own. So number 20, the triangle is drawn a little weirdly. That's right, weirdly. Ugh, dang it. Come on. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so it looks like this. 8 and 4. Wait a second, those are the same numbers. And this is 140 this time. Okay, so take a second. So you're going to, like once I write down the equation. So it's going to be 1/2 8 4 sine 140. Hello. Sine 140, like that, okay? Okay, so now either pause the video or just do it real fast while I'm doing it and see if you can get the same answer as me. Okay, I have my answer. Do you have your answer? I'm going to do it again just to make sure. Yeah, and I got the same answer. Are you ready? Here's what I got. So if you're doing it in your calculator right now, just pause the video because I'm about ready to write down the answer. Here is the answer. The answer is 10.3. What are we talking about? Squared meters. Okay, so now you guys do the rest. So you're going to do 13 through 18. Just, you don't solve it. And then 19 through 24, but we've already done 19 and 20 together. And I say to you, good day.